A month ago, a friend of mine died. I knew him since he was 6 years old. He died at the age of 22. He had taken crystal meth and hurt himself so badly that he slipped into a coma and never came out until he died a week later. 3 years ago, I met a friend that I had made in the 1990s. When I first met him, he was tall and slender and handsome as a prince in a fairy tale, with a head of wavy hair that was creative like waves on a windy ocean, and a peaceful sparkle in his eye. And at that time, we met in a place of great spiritual energy and practice, and he told me how important it was for him to be back there, because he had recently recovered from using cocaine, often with his group of friends, and he expressed to me that he was afraid he would use cocaine again if he stayed with his friends, and these were friends he had had since he was a child. The balance between the two worlds gave him anxiety. I did not see him again for 8 years. And one night, I was cleaning the bathroom in this place of great spiritual energy and practice. And he came through the doorway, surprised and delighted to see me. But he had changed. His face was covered in red welts, the kind that you see in bad cases of acne, but these welts were an inch long and raised a half-inch off his face, the kind that leave permanent scars. And his hair had now gone out of control. It was standing up and frenetic, like Kramer's hair from Seinfeld. He was not well kept. But the most disturbing part of the change was his mind. I had been mopping the floor, and he wanted to help, and he wanted to mop. So I gave him the mop. And it was hard to give him the instructions of what I had done and what he should do, because he talked non-stop. On and on and on, dropping names of celebrities and fame, talking of things that would seemingly be of consequence, but spoken so rapidly and with such a mania that they became inconsequential. And the alarming thing was, where I had mopped half the floor, in 5 minutes of talking to me, he had pushed the mop up and down over 1 square foot of tile, until I had to get down on my hands and knees and point to the places on the floor where he should clean. And by doing that, I got him to move the mop around the floor and clean the whole thing. And when I stopped pointing, thinking now he understands, he went back to mopping 1 square foot again, until I moved the mop with pointing. Yammering at a machine gun pace, dropping the names of celebrities, and how much he wanted to do for me, with the connections he would have, on and on incessantly, and it would have been lovely if it had been real. But from a ruined mind, he was not capable of following through on his promises, nor of making sense. Some experimentation, some breaking out of the box, some breaking of taboos will grow your spirit and are to be cherished and sought after, no matter what the majority says. And some, like carrots dangling before you, like Christmas presents under the tree that you're told not to unwrap yet. Some, tantalizing like candy in childhood, will only poison you. or will cheat you from a hard-earned experience of the magic that lies beyond the mind. It's one thing to take a vehicle which forces the magic into you so you can see it and sail in it for a time. And it's another thing to build a ship and launch yourself completely and totally aware into the magic at your own will and under your own power, and to revel there and to carry home in the hold of your ship the essence of the magic, to share and water the earth and distribute to all those who need and deserve and seek this magic. Which do you choose?